Welcome. Dear researcher, dear esteemed scientist, dear, in specific terms, dear neuroscientist, or dear psychologist, or dear parapsychologist, um, I have something to tell you, and this is very important. This is very important. And this is very relevant to the breakthrough of things. Now, I have a story to tell you. Um, I've always been open minded and I've always been investigating things to do with extra phenomenals, so to say, activity or phenomena, which sorry, got disturbed, which isn't explained by the general scientific consensus of how we view the world and how we view things and how we view what occurs around in the world. So I'm going to tell you a story. 3 years back, I was in the park when suddenly, sorry, I keep getting disturbed. When suddenly I realized my mind was exposed um, to different entities. So my mind was no longer private, and there was another consciousness, and there is another consciousness interacting in the field of the mind. And now I understand this breaks scientific terms there because um, if you're going to have an entity interacting in the mind, first thing that means that your mind is being read, which means that that is a whole parameter of a scientific break. And not only that, but a thought is being sent with information, which one more time is breaking the field of science, breaking the field of what we understand and know. Now, initially at first, I tried exploring these things just to see where it would go. I thought I'd keep it on the low. Usually, I'm quite a private person in regards to things like that, and I thought I would keep it on the low. Um, and just explore where things would go. Over time, it became apparent to me that these the expression of these entities was negative. It wasn't in regards to these specific interactions. It wasn't of a positive magnitude, and that is quite heavy for when you're having these things in the mind. And now, from then on in, I tried everything from explanation, simply clarifying that this is my mind, and that this is that is a thing to be understood, to religious exclamations, because when we don't understand the unknown, often we refer to also religious understandings. But I referred to those things, often referred to religious understandings, but I referred to those things. Now, it became apparent to me that I was targeted because I was a bit distant and um, um, from um, the social sphere. I had previously distanced myself from the social sphere a bit, and it became apparent to me that I was targeted simply because I was an individual going around at that time. And now I'm not going to make this up. I'm a straight A student myself, and if you're really doubting me, if there's anyone really doubting me, referring to mental health consensus, I know my sequential thought of logic. I know what my thought is from my own sequential thought of logic. It is not possible for me, in the scientific terms, for there to be another thought which is arising from its own sequential thought of logic interacting with my mind. This is a different consciousness interacting with mind. And I've had many other interactions. It's not a question at all, but I've had many other interactions also to further confirm this. But none of this is something that can be manufactured at all. And like I said, I've had other interactions on different spheres which have just which have all been part of this. And it really is basically a fact. I'm not going to make a story up. Now, I've not rested for 3 years, and now I'm looking towards the scientific consensus, towards the scientific community for some help to tackle this. It is important not only for my sanity, because that is very important, but also for the breakthrough of science in understanding, because this can really help shape different understandings of things. And of course, there's a complete breakthrough of everything. And now I think it's apparent to me that there are different forces which have, and of course, I don't wish to create an aura around this, but there may be different so to say, parties which have suppressed some information, but I don't wish to create an aura around this. I'm just going to state as simple that this is a real occurrence, and this can really help break things in understanding. And now, for the most part, I would like to stay anonymous, but that's truth in that. It does break the scientific consensus, and it brings everything really into question, and I do understand this. So that's why I'm keeping it a bit private right now. But this is very real, and I'm asking for that assistance because you don't want to miss this. This is something very real. And on that note, one more time, I'm going to wish peace and strength. God bless. You are strong.